You know, a lot of people see grills, but what if I told you that grills and the teeth in your mouth and dentistry actually have a lot more in common than you think? That's right, I know I don't look like it, but I'm basically just an oral healthcare educated Johnny Dang. That's right, we're pretty much the same, because a gold grill and a gold crown are actually made exactly the same way, and I have some stories in dental school that still scare me today. That's because when you're a resident of a dental program, you gotta do everything. You gotta learn how to do everything, and one of the things that we had to learn how to do was make a gold crown and a gold bridge. So the first thing you have to do is actually take a mold of the teeth, and they do this for grills and they do this for dentistry, just like a crown. And once we have the plaster molds in our hands, we get to waxing. That's right, wax. You actually take a little flame and you have these little instruments and you take this wax and you start waxing up the crown. And they actually do the exact same thing for grills. This is what a grill wax up looks like. Now from there you have to attach these little things called sprues onto them, and then you cast those in some plaster as well. This then goes into a really, really hot oven, and you burn and melt away all that wax. So inside that plaster is basically a cast of what that wax was. And then this was the crazy part. We had this thing called a centrifuge. Now a centrifuge, basically it holds that little thing in there, and then you kind of wind it up and you spin it really hot, and then you have to pour molten gold inside this thing and then spin it around and shoot the molten gold into that little cast. And the crazy part was they made us buy $2,000 worth of gold that we didn't get back refunded for, just to make 1 or 2 crowns in dental school. That's crazy, and we didn't get any of that price back. And if you don't know, dental gold is different than regular gold, and so we only had about $500 worth of real gold out of that $2,000 gold. So basically we just wasted $1,500. It was really, really fun. And another thing that they don't tell you is if you don't get it lined up perfectly when you're spinning this giant centrifuge around, it will actually fling molten gold at the side of the walls, and then you lose all your gold and you have to go pick through it and find it to redo it again. But that being said, after you get all that done, you then break open that mold and you get your final rough gold thing with all the sprues and everything else from there. From there, you got to cut everything off, you got to polish it up and high polish it, and there you go. You got your gold crown that you would seat on top of a tooth, or a gold grill that you'd pop in your mouth. And from there, you either, use it every day as your normal tooth, or you just chew on it and make TikToks like this guy.